Okay, here's a little bit of a long poem. Sunday, October the 31st, 2021. I posted 3,408 to the Anachronisms. It's called Getting Lost. During the pandemic, apparently it seems, and I've been going because I've been flipping through these to see where there's no video on each of the in the posts. I was writing some really long poems. I guess it makes sense, but I've gone through a couple of spates of writing rather long poems, and I kind of started out when I wrote these. I said I want them all. Any poem has to fit on one page. Well, anything can fit on one page is what I kind of funny I mean, literally. I mean, if you really want to think about it, I guess anything could fit on a page, I suppose. If you think about it. Getting lost. Fascinating, tragic, really, the difficulty bringing up an honest subject that, as it turns out, is the heart of the matter, the crux of the problem. Used to, on a normal day, like any other, I'd willingly dwell in the darkest recesses of my head, my soul, anything that I thought was me, for real, and dish it out to whomever was within earshot. But there's that moment, a boundary, which once crossed, and it'll take a stupid heavy amount of work, of will, of discipline to get back to the safe side of this boundary. The dark recesses take over almost everything. But the most stunning part of what happens, at least when I cross the line and become aware once again that I must somehow conjure up whatever it might take to find my way back, every pathway out of which comes all the straight talk about who I adamantly think I am. And it's not that the willingness to convey is gone, it's that those pathways, for the duration of time it takes for me to get back to where I belong, let's say, there are techniques, there are methods, none of which are guarantees. Let's say the journey is treacherous and replete with what may as well be landmines and magnificently monstrous structures that arise almost as if to simply keep you away from home, from normalcy, from health, from magic and love and productivity and the capacity to feel part of a civilization, as it were. All the maps are inconsistent and way off scale, render you speechless. And since you cannot speak in that normal and comfortable and everyday fashion, asking for directions is the most difficult equation and cannot be verbalized adequately, and paranoia rises to the fore, making anyone you might meet in this confusing land, friend or foe or neutral, suspect, and cause you to doubt you will ever make it back. And anyway, what can you say? In a land where communication is near impossible, what can be said? What can ever be said? But perhaps you've got what it takes. Maybe you've had lots of practice, and rather than draining the life out of you, these journeys made you stronger. Perhaps when you find yourself cursing the world and yourself for once again getting yourself lost, for once again leaving your safe space, the place wherein eloquence and focus and engagement transpire with abundance and with joy and ease, while you know that the trek back will be long, arduous, and fraught with a series of uncomfortable, if not downright dangerous situations. Each time that I find myself there, alone in that hard country, I curse myself a bit less for not paying attention to where I was meandering. And then I just get back to the work of getting the hell back to where I'm supposed to be. There are no other viable alternatives. It's do or die. And it might be awkward and painful and scary, and there are times when I'm not certain that I'll get back. But when I do, and knock wood, thus far I always have, the release, the relief, and the peace that comes from being able not only to breathe, but to speak, to listen, and to engage. These liberties are as if new found. My perspective altered irrevocably, and so the possibilities are exponential. The capacity to see where one is going on all dimensions, and to come back to that with enough regularity so as not to get lost. Maybe we're supposed to lose our way. Or perhaps, as it sometimes appears to me as I make my way through a crowd, most all of us are already lost, perhaps irrevocably. My country is huge and strange and captivating. As in it holds me captive, as in it enslaves me, as in it holds me safe, it holds me gently within its borders. But I hear the voices on the other side sometimes, and I